Welcome to Crypto Traders Talk Live, where we talk about trading Bitcoin at 86x leverage with anti-liquidation countermeasures and more. Today, I'm going to open up with the bigger the candle, the stronger the move, and how to use the 1 hour to tell direction. Let me let these folks in, and let's get started. Make sure you subscribe. This is the new format. Real traders, real money, real time. On my video, you can send an email and find out how to get your own 3-day pass, and now I'll make it a 5-day pass so you can come inside my world and trade over our shoulders. Now let them speak. There you are, all of you. So mute yourself if you have a noisy background. I see a lot of people are still in the live chat. Viper's in there.
I'm here.
All right,
it's
cool.
In both.
We're in both.
Good.
I just jumped out because there's some reverb in there, so.
Epic. Hold on. See, there's a lot of you here. Okay, good. Let me delete the link. Oh, you should all see my screen. Do you all see it?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, great. Great.
Yep, we got it.
So let me jump to, we're going to go inside the Discord in the consultation room. All right. One thing from the old technology, the old way of trading, okay, and let me put up my thing here, my little infomercial in case people want to join us. And the 3-day pass is now a 5-day pass so they could get a better feel of the culture. All this information is down below. But anyway, I want to talk about war formations. This is old technology, old strength indicators. How old is it? Look at the price of Ethereum, okay? But if you memorize this formation, most of you, I'm not going to go into detail, but you know how it works. The bigger the candle, the bigger the move, the stronger the candle becomes. The smaller the candle, the weaker the move, the smaller the candle becomes. Very simple. If you memorize this formation, and I tell you, watch the 1 hour chart. Now, we trade here, okay, I think most of you are trading with me on BitTuneX. Very few of you use the older style exchanges, but we trade here, right? But next to it, I keep this exchange, okay, BitMEX. I don't even log into this, okay? So now, you come down here, right? We've been over and under the whole number, 115. We had an AM pump time, but when I look here, and you guys can see this yourself. This is why I need no indicators, no technical analysis, nothing. You could actually almost predict what's happening here. Look, bigger candles, right? This is the overnight dump. Then they're getting weak. Then they start freaking out here. I call these tails. They're always a sign of weakness. Look, you had one here, boom, and then reversal. Now, when we look here,
Our first green.
you got your first green, but ideally it's not strong. Does anyone know why it's not strong?
Has a tail.
It has a tail. Yep. Green candle should have a wick going up. Red candle should have a wick going down. Anything coming out the back is a sign of weakness. We are struggling. Oh, we have visual noise, everyone. We've all learned to eliminate technical analysis, any indicators, anything that distracts us. Look how silent that is now. How many of you are using this 2-tab system, okay, using the old style BitMEX exchange to get the time frames and trading on something like this right next to it? Or you guys?
Yep.
That's exactly how I do.
I think all of us, more or less.
Do you find it easier to have 2 screens like this?
Yep.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Just one.
Yep. See, for me, I can tell everything just from BitTuneX. I don't need anything else. I can adjust it, and this is my favorite exchange out of all of them. Okay, I can adjust it. I can do all this stuff, right? And I can see time frames. Look, the 6 hour looks like it's red but weakening. We pumped in the overnight. Okay, we've been pumping overall, but this is a way lagging indicator in the 1 hour. So you could see there was overnight dumping for several hours. We have a name for that. The witching hour. yeah. And then we have AM pumps. These are all listed in the Discord. You all know. Okay. So now when I look at this and I apply war formations, right? Remember what I taught you here?
Mm-hmm.
This, we're going to memorize this. The candle, and the body, and the wick is equal as important. This is a visual image. People used to pay thousands of dollars to learn this, and it was so effective until Bitcoin exploded from 50,000 to 100,000, and we had to evolve. But we can still use some of this old technology in our new, more advanced way of trading to give us an idea of flashlight in the dark. You see, this means strength. If the next 1 hour candle to come out was smaller and the wick was shorter, breaking this formation, that doesn't mean direction has changed. It just means in the moment, that's all we care about, right? Is trading in the moment. It means that in the moment, the green army would be getting weaker. And then we would watch it. You could actually, let's look here and see if we can see that happen. So, look, oh my God. Talk about, I didn't even know that this was going to be so picture perfect. Do you guys see this here? Perfect war formation. Perfect war formation. The wicks line up. There's a diagonal line up. Small, medium, large. And then, like knowing the future, like some kind of Bitcoin crypto Nostradamus. You see this come out and you're like, oh shit, direction is changing. Now you know before anybody else. You know why? They're still looking at the 6 hour. They're looking at scholastic indicators and rubber bands and Bollinger Bands and fractals and airplanes and anything else they could make up to possibly guess what the hell's going to happen next. But we could obviously see, using my war formations, the simplicity that, oh, the pump is slowing down. And then I tell you, watch your 1 hour. And what do we have here? Chop. But then something starts to happen. Look, direction forms. At this point, we don't even care about the 6 hour anymore. It's too far behind us. We're trading in the moment, in the minute. So we see that direction had changed. We've seen it coming. We've seen the chop. And we've seen the devastating opportunity to short. I wonder, first of all, do you guys get this now? Do you see how it works there on the 1 hour?
100%.
Yes.
So we no longer
Yes.
use this to enter or exit. This is technology from 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I mean, I don't know what Bitcoin was then, but damn, Ethereum was $164. You guys have all been in my Discord for a while. Do any of you want to speak
Yes.
on what it's like? Well, first of all, let me ask you, before you speak, has anybody been in other crypto Discord groups before this one? And you see a difference?
Trading groups? No, not at all. This is the first one I've ever joined, and the best one.
That's epic. That is epic. So, what is it like to be inside?
Support and knowledge, and you're trading with together, but it's not a call group. But if you have questions, you ask people, and they'll give you the answers. It's an actual community, not just a bunch of mutes.
Yeah.
And waiting for a handout.
Yeah, and we recently changed the entire dynamic where we've gotten rid of all those people. And now, and it's funny, it's like I look here, emo trap. Okay, it was yesterday morning before the dump. And it's almost like us against the people who trade emotionally. The emos who pile on when they see it go up. And then when they see it go down, they reverse and start shorting and second guess themselves. This is where you guys differ from everything else. Did I help clear up a little bit what I say by watch your 1 hour?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
The 1 hour is critical in timing, and going back to your original question about other crypto groups. I've been in a lot of trading groups, worked at hedge funds, things like this, but there's nothing like this that I've been in that creates the technology as the environment changes. Like you evolve with the changes in crypto or in particularly Bitcoin from, when it started back in, 2008, 2009 to what it is today. And so has the trading techniques. So, and it's real time. So, you don't get caught losing money over a duration of years. You change with the way the Bitcoin moves. And that's what the biggest thing for me is, why I stay in this group. And obviously the people in the community, and you just weeded out some dead weight, which you call out, things that take up people's times. And you got a good group here that's always online and always available, even if you're not.
Yeah.
So hats off to you and the team. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, man. Now, and before, you know what? For years, I did this. I used to do a one-on-one consultation, okay? And let me see something. I don't do this anymore. If you still find it, too bad. There's no amount of money you could pay me because I don't have to anymore. Now, it's sport. So, $3,500, okay? And I've done this and price has always been between that and $5,000 for years and years and years. Like, most of these people paid once, and you guys are with me forever. I don't offer this anymore. But there was a part of this that was amazing in where we are now. After the consultation, there was an ongoing help room with all the people that you've seen here and that have learned to trade from me. We called it the green room. Well, everything evolves. And they now have evolved to legends. So now we've evolved where you don't have to pay $3,000. There's going to be a link below. You can get a 5-day pass to my Discord free. And you could have access to everything. Absolutely everything. 2 videos I drop below. But all you need to do is email and ask for it. That's it. Simple, simple, simple. And you can join us. So
the best way to learn is by immersion, and getting in the group and listening to and watching the traders. That's epic.
Yeah.
So much learned there.
Well, here's what we're going to do. When you land in this room. The minute people post hello, we go ahead and we right click and we give you a role that allows you to access the Legends room where all these guys are in real time. That's why they're all gold, okay? Because they've evolved. We trade here, okay? So you can use this chart instead of complicating things with BitMEX. But the key here, okay, is to understand we all expect a green candle to come here. Okay, probably at 10 a.m. Why? It's 9:22 now. But there's one hitch. When I say watch your 1 hour, what I mean is literally watch it, because even though at this moment this is looking like it's about to reverse, because if we go to the low time frame, you can really see it. Watch this. All it does is go up and down. This is the thesis of everything we do. We get in front. Technical analysis is looking at the past and trying to guess what's going to happen in the future. We know exactly when to enter, when to exit, boom, 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 boom. But now we do it on bigger time frames for bigger rewards. So all it does is go up and down. So when we add to this our walkaway system, we have no emotional tie anymore. When we add the $3,000 to $4,000 gap, we have anti-liquidation countermeasures. And if you walk away and learn to control your emotions, you can beat this. Now, there's one hitch and one thing that I want to tell you about with this 1 hour chart. You have to watch hour by hour, because look at the price. You don't see all the noise because I've reduced the visual silence. That's how we trade. We operate in the shadows. So when I look at this, we're below 115. We pumped up there. But something can happen. We can go down a little further, but I want you to watch the 1 hour, because it can go two ways. It looks by every indication that it's going to be green, and you will see it here, okay, on this exchange as well. This is the best exchange to trade on. It's my favorite. But when I say watch hour by hour, the possibility the next one could give you a new leg down. I don't think it's going to happen, because we're going into morning pump times, the afternoon. See, Bitcoin does certain things at certain times of day. Usually it dumps in the overnight or the early AM. We call it the witching hour. Lately, it's been artificially pumping. But Again, you see it only goes up and down. This is hours of epic shorting. Now we have indecision. We're in the middle. So, ideally, what I expect to see is us to go back over 115 because they're trying to build a floor again. I expect to see green here. But I want you to be aware that it could take another leg down. 99% we get a green here, 1% new leg down. Do you guys know how I'm saying that and why? I'll tell you if you don't.
Yes.
Why?
Because if it gets a leg down, it's continuing direction.
No. Why am I saying
If you leg down, it's
99% is going to be green?
Oh, because it's morning pump time. It's the stock opens coming.
Yeah, and as we've been looking at the candle, very few of you, this becomes
weaker.
intuitive, right? As I'm looking at this 1 hour candle, it's getting smaller. You haven't even noticed right in front of your eyes because I've reduced all the visual noise. It's getting smaller. So what I expect is an attempt for the Green Army. An attempt. I'm not saying total blowout, devastation, $2,000 pump, but an attempt. And that attempt will not be seen in Bollinger Bands. It will not be seen in the RSI or any other stupid horoscopes for adults. It'll be seen here first on the 1 hour. But more than that, now we operate like legends. We play the price. How many of you are looking to short when they pop over 115 and you don't give a shit about this?
Oh yeah.
Hey, come on,
Hold
no,
them at
no,
the
not,
top.
not now, not now.
It's really not the time, but when you look at the number, it makes you want to. But again, that was a great point. Who was that said that? Who said that? Not now.
Ning did.
Ning.
Oh,
No,
me?
One of you.
Wait, it was Ning, wasn't it? Was it Ning? I mean, I said no, not now.
That was you, bro. Okay, Ning
that
is
was
our
me.
great record keeper. Okay, he has the artifacts of the Discord. Okay, he reminds me of a guy in like Egypt in the bottom of the pyramids, and he keeps everything pristine and in order. If you have like a reference or a question, he could show you exactly where it is. The great historian of our Discord. That's off to you, bro. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea.
Thank you.
Anyway, so war formations are useless. Okay, old technology for entries and exits. Okay, it's for the people who stole a bootleg consultation of mine from like 5 years ago. Now it's gonna fuck them up because it's old tech. Okay? You're in a coach and buggy and we're in Lambos. This is how it goes. So, I'm gonna leave you guys to talk for a couple minutes because I have to do some things. You can talk about whatever you want. When I first came in the room, because all of you were piled into this live chat, okay? When I first came in the room, the first thing I started hearing about is how much you guys love shorting. Is that what you were talking about? And how much you hate going long?
Yeah, that was
I hate
that,
going long,
that
but
was
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm also going long, even though you need to do a lot to make me go long. I can't deny what direction is doing right now.
But you know, let me throw something at you again. Direction, you're almost guessing, but it's a guess I would take as well. You're guessing that we get a strong enough pump. Did you long under the whole number?
Absolutely.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, basic stuff like, crypto trading for 2-year-olds is we long under the whole number and we short over the whole number. Duh.
Time to go teach my toddler how to do that.
Yeah, so I'm calling for a green here. I'm with you on the long. I wouldn't have the balls to long because honestly, I hate going fucking long. Like being a fucking onion. I can't do it. I don't know. It's just me. I'd rather sit out than go long, but all the assets are in your favor today to go long. What do I mean by that? Friday. FOMO.
Friday.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's go in the DTU for a minute and let's go back before all the explosives. They'll have access to this. Hold on.
You literally gave us like 6-hour warning.
Okay.
Yeah,
hold on,
pretty
hold on,
much.
Hold on. All right. So This was at 114,000, right? And I pointed to what? Look, the 1 hour. And let's see what I said.
Right.
I mean, this is as good as free money or protection. Hold on.
Oracle said here you can see the red weekend and it's growing a tail, you know green candles are coming.
Okay.
It's also the 6:30 a.m. in between time, also known as the lull. And pumps will come like a storm. The Green Army is planning an assault on the 1 hour chart.
That was at 14,000 yesterday morning. Okay. And this is the low. This is the time. This is a 1 hour chart. This is that 6:30 time frame. So if you're in a long, you know to get out. I used to have something called the coffee run. Okay, where I would do a 90-minute long. I'd literally go to sleep and I would jump out of bed at 6:20 a.m. and close it. Can you do that all the time? It used to be, but now we have Michael Saylor doing the fairy dance, so we don't know what's going to happen. So look, predictive tech. I pointed here. We had a smaller candle and a tail. Next image. That was earlier. Then at 6:12, you can see your first green candle. And ironically, the craziest thing of it all is it looks like right now.
I'm about to say it's
Same
the same
thing as
now.
yesterday
Imagine
morning.
that.
The same crap.
Imagine that.
Okay? And then, hold on. And I told you here, I referred to exactly where I posted. I mean, this is like, people talk shit, but we have the tickets. Okay? This is why this is epic. So, 114 breach. This is like step by step. Now it's 7:54 yesterday a.m. Okay? Hold on. Oh, this guy crushes it, man. GB, look at that. 1,500%. 1,500%. And boom, 8 a.m. yesterday morning. We predicted it like a tidal wave. And look at the pattern. Small, and then boom. You guys seen it? Oh, shit,
Yep.
Look in real time. What color is it? You see it's flickering green? Flickering green and red. Damn, these videos are timed so well. It's almost like, it's like I'm cheating. Oh.
Best time to trade.
Hold up. Because it does the same thing every day. So when I tell you, here, epic dumping, blah, 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 and I'm telling everybody, okay, let it break first, critical time, but then I said something. Here, they shook everybody out.
Oracle said they shook everyone out and now it's going to go back over the whole number.
See, this is predictable behavior. Went over to 114. But then there was a place, I can't find it now, where I said FOMO is coming.
It was just a couple posts under that, boss.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's here. Hold on. Here, wait. I post so much. Yesterday morning at 6:43 p.m., okay, here's what I hit them with. This was before the overnight pumping.
Oracle said my last post several hours ago read seems to be FOMO in the air.
Here it is. So at 6:43 we hit 115. My last post, all right. At 12:30 yesterday in the afternoon, I said FOMO is in the air. We were at 114. We dumped from 114.7. And then we have today. Look, FOMO continues. Okay, and now in real time, you know that they pumped all night last night. This is a 1 hour chart. And now we have the first glimmer of green just in time for what? It's 9:33 a.m. Stock market open. Stock market open. And hold on. Guys, you're all aware, but people outside my Discord have no idea that we have these pump and dump times, okay, down to a science. This is why we rock with Bitcoin. Now, there are some of you like TPW that are amazing with altcoins, okay? I prefer to be an assassin with Bitcoin. That's how I consider myself. I'm like a hitman. I am a specialist. If you can't read this on your screen, it's linked below. Click show more and a link to Bitunex. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys for a couple minutes so you can all talk amongst yourselves. And I will be back. I'm going to mute myself.
Thanks, boss.
Much appreciated. That was actually very helpful and severely simplified, which is why I like it so much. So, yeah.
Where to collect my money.
Yeah, how you guys gonna pull back?
I told y'all to take that long at 700, didn't I?
Yeah.
I mean, I staggered in at 850.
Nice.
I just had to go have a blood test, so I wasn't going to be in front of the computer, so I wasn't taking it.
Yeah, if I wouldn't have been in that earlier trade, I'd have.
Yeah, I only got like 600 in a trade right now though, so I'm I'm waiting for the next waiting to add to this.
Pops back down to 750. I might jump in.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it doesn't go back to that whole number. Because right now we're bouncing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to sit tight.
I'm just gonna add to this little by little. Applying what you just taught me, Viper.
Yeah, best way is to do it when it busts over the next set of coordinates.
Monday, Tuesday.
That's what I'm doing.
In general.
Because then you know it's going to go. Or at least
Yeah,
make an attempt. That's what I mean. It'll make an attempt.
Yeah, over the next set of
floor.
coordinates. Wait, so you wouldn't add to this at all until it starts busting some more?
Yeah.
Pulling back a bit.
Well, if it holds the floor, I would.
Yeah, it's pulling back though.
Yeah. That it is. Maybe we're going to lose the floor. Maybe they're doing the slingshot again.
Probably. But it hasn't broke it yet. I said, you know the numbers. It's all the important numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I entered when it went under 850, watched it until it bounced, fed in a little bit to it. I mean, started with a small amount, and now I'm just waiting, seeing if it'll pull back again.
There's no velocity yet. Might happen at about 10 o'clock, like Oracle said, when you get the velocity.
Yeah.
Might want to hold to
Lately,
it.
That's what usually happens.
Yeah, lately they've been spiking it down right to open and then rock a minute later.
Exactly. That's why haven't fed anything into it yet. I'm just watching it.
I'm watching for a nice pullback.
Yeah, I'm just applying what you just taught me, Viper. Just starting. I didn't start with a fucking $3,000 trade again.
It's like, so you got to watch to make sure don't get the leg down.
Yeah.
And y'all do know the difference between a printed candle and a
ghost?
growing candle, right? Like, just
because
at the beginning of the hour it prints it, it's not until it's actually like most way through that that's the real candle.
It's a ghost until then, right? That's what a ghost candle is?
Yeah.
I mean, a printed candle is not a final candle because you got a whole hour for it to form.
Right.
So that's
Exactly.
why you can see a candle printed and think, oh, it's time to short. Well, no, because it can always change. That's why you got to watch it. Just like now, it's an indecisive. So we got to look to see if it gets the next leg down or if it flips, turns.
That's why.
So you're back.
That's why price is so important, because these are lagging indicators. And that's why he says to look at the price. And then you have the coordinates. So how is this candle affecting the price, right? So you got to use the two.
Right.
That's right.
Well, it's just the price is so like guaranteed. Just watching the price.
Because that's real time.
Correct. As long as we don't break beat, it's going to go back over. We really don't have.
No velocity, no momentum, no nothing.
It's got a little bit of velocity, but not enough. It's got to break deep in order for it to get away from that whole number. And it ain't broke deep enough.
Still going.
Not yet.
No. Go back.
I mean, you can see where the price is hovering.
Yep.
Yep. It's pushing down a little bit, but not very much.
Yeah. Until it gets into the middles, it ain't even going to attempt to go to the lower one.
I do like the trading music though.
I used
What
to
was that?
listen to this when I was studying
Yeah,
or
so
doing
I like the trading music. It's good, calming.
Yeah, they call these lo-fi hip-hop beats. It's like an entire sub-genre. It's incredibly, it's just good for focusing
go.
in general.
And
And
the
it really
floor.
doesn't know what it wants to do.
Yeah. Doesn't.
We got a
Yeah,
red
since it's-
folder at 10 too.
I wonder, probably a decent amount of us might already be in a trade right now. That's why we got a bit quiet. We're watching this carefully.
I'm not
Well,
even
that and the
watching it.
fact that it's pretty dangerous time right now with the indecisive candles and where we are in the day. So just at the open,
Yeah.
indecisive candle, as Oracle was saying, it could do another leg down really easy from here instead of just following what it normally does. So that's how they
Shadow was
trap
lead
you.
anyway.
And like he
Oh,
said
that-
the other day, he waits for this volatility or pumps in the morning and then evaluates at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. He always, an hour after or so.
Listen, if you don't feel good about the trade, it's best. That's what it means to be on the sideline, right?
Right.
If the candle's indecisive and you're indecisive, there's no need to be in
Stay
the
out.
trade. You should be finding reasons not to trade, right? And if you can't find reasons not to trade, that's when you trade.
Right.
100%.
Or if you're in a trade, you use the protocol. Walk away. You just let it roll. Let it do what it's going to do.
That's right.
That's why I'm not even watching the chart, to be honest. I got to trade in. I just let it roll.
Yeah, you've been in your trade for a while though, as far as I know. It's the same one we were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a time. That was a great point that you brought up. Lion's Den, was it? Yeah, that's that it is a time during extreme volatility, and the last time that, I mean, I'm not saying you can't make money during AM pumps, but I don't like to trade them normally because there's, I've been liquidated a few times on AM pumps.
Yep.
And I just typically tend to do better when all the dust settles and when we have our nice little nighttime movements.
Right.
Yeah, that's usually when I trade my best. But then again, I'm kind of the same like Oracle. This is the first long I've opened since, I don't even remember the last time I opened a long. This is my first one in probably a month or longer.
When I first started, I started doing the longs and, quickly learned that gravity works better than going up when doing the shorts, all right? So
It always does.
yeah, so I like to go with gravity, and now I have an affinity for shorting as opposed to longing. And I guess that's a natural thing when you start looking at these markets and figuring out everybody likes to take their money off the table, right, nowadays. And that's a short, right?
Absolutely. Well, that just goes without saying, and you never know when people are going to take profit. that's the reason why Oracle doesn't like shorting. I'm sorry, doesn't like long. He loves shorting, is because you never know when people are going to take their money off the table, exactly like what you said. And that's what, I mean, in my opinion, I'm not saying that you can't make money longing. You absolutely can. It's just more, it's always been more volatile, more uncertain for me.
It's probability. You know they're
Yeah.
going to take profit. Particularly in crypto. This is not stocks. This is crypto. People
Exactly.
run up. They go for the run up. They get a big run up. It's too enticing. They take the profit. And when they take the profit, the market moves down.
Exactly. And the people who short are the ones who do exceptionally well. And typically you also see much faster movements.
That's
the
right.
main
We
thing,
we
is the
flash
time
close,
investment.
correct?
Yeah, what's the main thing? It's the time investment. Like, to get a good witch, hour, 2 hours, you're done. Made a lot of money.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a
But a
that's a
good
strategy
long-
in itself.
Good long could take 6-7 hours a day. Depends. It's slower. And I mean, yeah, you could sit there before an AM pump and guess and just go long without even looking at coordinates or anything and be like, okay, I'm going to collect my money or not. A lot of times or not, because you have no idea what you're doing. And that's typically been my experience. I've just always enjoyed shorting a lot more because it's faster. And also because I'm on Asia time, so just typically the times that I'm up just align way better with shorting, statistically. Obviously, recently, that hasn't been going so well for me because, well, we've been pumping into the night.
Yeah. Direction's been long.
Direction has been long.
You see, we keep tapping the floor and going up.
Yep, that's right, we do. Keep tapping it.
No velocity, though.
Not very much. But it is on the way up. But this is not like a typical open.
No. It's
Yeah,
not,
well,
not yet.
Fridays, some people don't even trade Fridays because weird things happen on Fridays. So I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. I actually don't usually. So I used to trade weekends, and here's how I did it. Because we had the DWAC, the Dumb Weekend American Chang, called it, where we pump into the weekend and then we dump on Sundays. That for me was just the perfect time to do it.
Oh yeah.
Like I would short, and like clockwork, all of us would just take money on Sundays.
Yep.
But ever since Michael Saylor started buying
Yeah, I was
Bitcoin,
gonna say.
that
Correct.
changed. That changed.
Right.
We lost those. Those were amazing. Sundays were like free money. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
I decided I'm going to jump out just because I don't like longing, and I'm not going to be awake for like not going to be awake until right now. It's what, like 9:48 my time. I'd probably go to bed around midnight. I don't want to be sitting here forever. I know there's a lot of pumps throughout the day, but I'm asleep during most of them. So now you guys see why shorting works out in my favor. You know, I'm just awake. I can watch it.
Ning, how's the firewood coming? You accumulating it for the winter?
Actually, I passed the firewood over to the neighbor across the fence.
Ah.
The woods were just too close to the house. I had one old ash tree drop and nearly take out my sunroom. So
Uh-oh.
got on the ball. Back to the shorting. Remember when Oracle was always talking about reading humanity?
Yes.
The shorting is fear. The
Correct.
hope.
Correct.
Fear is always stronger than hope. People's
Yes.
hopes fade real quickly. Fear grips them by the throat for a long time.
I'm
Yep.
so glad that you brought that up, Ning, because that's such a solid point to bring up, is that, you know, the reality is fear is something that is drawn out, prolonged, it's embedded in the human psyche. It's how we preserved ourselves as a species. So this is something that's fundamentally inherent in human biology, fear. And it's way stronger, way more powerful, fear and negative emotions. And that is directly correlated with shorting. So as we know, when there's blood in the streets, there are great opportunities to make money, and it's consistent. It keeps going. When it's time to short, it's just like clockwork. Everything's predictable. And that's why actually I've been able to just, I know that it's better to feed into trades. Viper taught me that today. But I was, when we were shorting and we were making money, I was just dropping my whole trade size or half of it and then walking away and coming back, because that's just how predictable it was with shorting. Whereas with longing, we don't have those same patterns.
Again, fear. The other thing with fear, humans tend to take on the fear herd mentality much quicker than hope.
Correct.
That's why red drops like a stone, and going long is kind of a stair step. It's work.
Right. Yeah, you can always tell in the charts when the fear's gripped, because it'll go slow, a little slow, and then just cliff.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It starts off and you see a little bit of a slide, then a bigger one, then oh shit, then it kicks in.
So let's interpret. Humanity's fear buys Lambos.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Hopefully for the right people. Us.
Or fishing boats in my case.
Well, I'm not a Lambo guy. I mean, I don't like Lambos. I mean, I've driven one, but there's other things that I would like to use the money for. Let's just put it that way.
Viper, you fish?
Yes, sir. I
What
love
kind of
deep sea
fishing?
fishing.
Oh,
Both
dude!
freshwater and deep sea. But deep sea is my
Dude.
patch. I love deep sea fishing.
Dude, my wife and I go all the time. I got 40 fishing rods in the house. Everything from little freshwater trout rods up to little tiny electric reels and Japanese carbon fiber rods for slow pitch jigging in 1,200 feet of water. I got 30-pound
Nice.
yellow edge grouper on the jig. I got a 45-pound gag in the beginning of the summer.
Nice.
Dude, you got to come down. We got to go fishing. Although it sucks.
I love it.
And I got to go. We usually go out to either out of Key West and go like 150 miles offshore for a few days, or
I go to Costa Rica.
Oh, that's cool. I've been there too. Love
Go to Costa Rica and go fishing.
Some roosters, some cuberas, yellowfin. Yeah, it's good there. I moved to Florida to fish more, and I moved to Miami, which is the worst fishing in Florida.
Yeah.
You live in? Are you in Miami now, Mikey?
Yes.
Okay.
Although I don't sound like it. I sound like I'm in New Jersey, but that's where I was.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I could make that out pretty easily, but yeah, I mean,
sound more like Oracle.
Well, yeah, I spent a little bit of time in New York when my parents had me when they were in university, so they did school up there. I didn't spend too much time there. I spent 13 years of my good time in the US and Virginia. So I spent a decent amount of time in the South, put it that way. And yeah, I've been in Asia ever since. So 2017 I moved, and I haven't looked back since then. Well, I mean, of course, I'm married to a great woman here, so that kind of helped quite a bit, but also lower cost of living was a great motivator, because back then back then I wasn't doing so well, so I thought, hey, I can get up on my feet here. I mean, I can get back on my feet here. And of course, back then I was doing e-commerce, so good opportunities, great opportunities in this parts of the world. Yeah, I used to do fishing when I was younger. It was definitely need a lot of patience. It's kind of like longs.
Not if you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
That's
deep sea
true.
fishing isn't usually a lot of patience. That's why I like it, because it's just like
Yeah.
calm, stress, and then all of a sudden that reel will just sing to you.
Yeah, I
That's
think
why I love it.
As a
Looks
matter
the
of
like you
kind
fact,
of
my
just
fishing
wife.
I did was very different. I mean, I just went to a lake, never
Yeah,
did
Yeah,
deep
that
sea
freshwater
sucks. Yeah,
fishing
that
fishing.
before.
sucks. That ain't the same thing. My wife and I are flying to Texas in a few weeks to do a trip, an 18-hour slow pitch jigging trip. Two of my buddies are
Nice,
flying in from Colorado. Yeah, so we're going about 200 miles into the Gulf of Mexico out of Texas to a place
nice,
called the Flower Gardens. Yeah, marble grouper, fireback grouper, yellow edge, snowies,
nice.
all that fun stuff. Queen snapper.
Now that's the reason to be able to do the walk away.
Oh yeah, take the train,
Yeah.
go fishing. Yes,
Right.
sir.
Well, that's why I want to get good at this and do this forever. All you need is a computer and Starlink, and you can do it from anywhere.
Yeah, that goes without
That's
saying.
it.
I mean, when I was in Thailand training Muay Thai, I could literally do this in between my sessions
Yup, for
and
sure.
just collect exactly short, collect money. It was perfect timing. Like I would wake up, it would be just a bit of time before the final pump of the day. Then I would place my short. Now would be staggering into them, which is obviously a bit smarter. I would finish my morning session, come back. I might take my money then, or I might rest up, and then before my PM session, I would be taking my money. So it was perfect timing. Literally, the time windows aligned perfectly for that. So that's why I like it so much. You can do it. You can make money. I can cover my whole trip on one good trade. Like 100%, I can cover my whole trip just by making one good trade.
Yup. And my wife likes to travel a lot, so I got to be able to afford that shit.
Yeah,
Creeping back up into the coordinates.
Yeah, hope
my
you
kids
follow.
aren't old enough yet. When they are, we'll travel more. But I got two toddlers that are
Oh
quite
yeah.
small. So yeah, that's not happening yet.
No,
I
we got to
mean,
be much older. Our kids are old enough to pay for themselves. The youngest are like 27.
yeah. Well, I mean, I do have
My wife's kids, I don't have any.
I do have help around the house, so we could go out for like 4 days, 5 days, but you can't take a real vacation, like
Nah,
a couple of
that's
months
tough.
in Europe or something like that.
Yeah, that's definitely tough.
Like 5 days is just a little pit stop here and there.
Slowly climbing up.
Yes,
Oh.
it is. That's right. That's why you gotta listen to some peaceful, soothing music while you just watch the charts.
Next
Honestly,
1 hour
I'm
is
gonna
gonna be
say.
green.
No.
Yes,
It'll be a
it
solid
will.
green.
Yes, it will.
Decent size.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit this out. That's what I've decided.
Yeah, for long and they haven't escaped the gravity of the old number yet.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just gonna sit it out because I've just decided that I just generally enjoy shorting more.
And you got a good chunk of change
Personal choice.
in the market
Personal
now,
choice.
so.
But then again, I am
Someone
kind of
takes a shit this weekend. Someone takes a big shit of crypto Bitcoin this weekend. I'm sure they're not, but it'd be nice.
Oh,
Well, I
10
mean,
o'clock,
there's all-
and looks like the push up.
There's always Sunday. That's usually when they take the big shits. Well, till Sailor got involved. Well, we'll see what happens, you know. Nothing's guaranteed. Anyone who just expects it's gonna go exactly how it should.
Hey,
Weekends are typically unpredictable.
I am back.
Acting weak at the coordinates.
And let me show you something.
What up, boss?
Oracle!
Check it out.
What's up, boss?
Check it out. Remember what we did. We had a screenshot here. The whole purpose of this, it's now 10 a.m. And I told you by 10 a.m. we'd probably see some green here. Let's go to real time.
Yep.
Look at that. Look at that.
Green candle.
Predictive
Yep. On the button.
abilities. That's what we have.
That's why I give you Oracle.
That's why we are legends.
You have.
Look at that. At the exact time. You know, technical analysis is one thing, but this is priceless. This is not TA.
You're the man.
I'm going to wrap this up because I wanted to make this point of showing you war formations, and we've made it. I took us from here. I showed you what I predicted was going to happen and the time I expected it to happen. And we all did it together. Okay, we said there could be, yep, we said most likely it looked like it was going to go green. We were going to go hour by hour. Sure enough, here we are. Okay, and boom, she's getting bigger as we speak, and we are over the whole number. So, I think we should all go back to the Discord. For everybody else, if they want, there's a free 5-day pass link below. And they have to email us. What do you think about this, guys? They need to email us right here. It's not just a random link below.
Yeah, it'll stop a lot of the scammers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you guys, I mean, they used to impersonate everyone. They used to impersonate the admins. They used to impersonate me. Everything's kind of cleaned up now, right? What do you guys think of the changes? It's a lot.
1,000%.
It's good.
Love the
Way
changes.
better.
Great.
Yeah. Epic.
Great.
You guys truly are legends. I'm going to wrap this up. Okay, it was really nice talking to you all again. And I hope you learned from this.
Same.
Okay? The bigger the
Oh,
candle,
yeah.
Did.
the bigger the candle, stronger
Very
the
much
move.
so.
Smaller the candle, weaker the move.
Every time I hear your voice, I learn something, Oracle.
Thank you so
Yep,
much.
thank you, Oracle.
Every single time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
Much
brother. Have a great
appreciated.
I'm going to let you all go.
As always.
And I'll see you in the Discord.
All right.
Thank you, Oracle.
Bye-bye, everyone.
weekend. Thanks, brother.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
Yep.
Take it easy, boys. We'll see you in a little bit.
Everyone, there's a link below if you want to join us or you want to be left out in the cold. This is no joke. We are legends.